and join everyone else in waiting for the second. A reminder that you can find all of these reactions unedited on my Patreon, and at some point there will be a vote for a new show to replace this on my Patreon as well. And let's go.
I promise you.
Sweet naive girl believing his promise.
And town will have your freedom. And I always keep my promises.
There is no town. She still has the hat on.
What's going on? Michiko told us about your sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know. Can you ever forgive us?
There's nothing to forgive.
Good.
This is my fight.
No. This is our fight.
Yes, Luffy.
Right, guys? Finally, I get to cut something.
But how are we gonna beat Arlong? We saw what
I mean, agreed.
Agreed. I'll make sure these pirates taste the steel of my blade.
You'll do no such thing.
Mm-hmm. We here on this ship have strange biases and warped morals.
Would be stupid enough to attack us.
They would be stupid enough. Is it really just our crew without any help from the villagers? I mean, I wouldn't necessarily want all of the villagers to come, but any of them that have experience could be useful. Yes, he's still wounded.
Welcome to Arlong Park.
You're gonna fall. I really hope it's today. Bless him. You've completely deserted your people and your captain to chase this one guy, you realize, sir? Fucking hell.
I had that one. If you had him, then I wouldn't have got him.
Yes, no time for casual banter.
Our abuse and persecution end now.
Abusing and persecuting others is not how you achieve that goal.
As we mount. So tell me, Pirate King. Could you have used her so effectively?
Use?
Mm-hmm.
Nami isn't some tool to be used.
Thank you,
She's a
Luffy.
person with no one messes with my friends.
How
I love
the
him.
kindness of killing you all.
I got this.
You can escape me, Nami!
Luffy means what he says. Aren't you still wearing his hat? Because he handed it over to the person he is helping and protecting, and I'm feeling a lot of emotions about this.
Maybe you ought to get back in the kitchen. Quit screwing around! Luffy needs us!
You can both screaming around, my darlings.
This guy here, you don't know what Luffy needs?
Someone's jealous.
You mean...
Trust me, I can help you guys win this thing.
I swear, Clan, if you screw us over...
I wouldn't free the clown. I really would not have freed the clown.
Yes! I'm gonna get out of here. Hey!
Who's surprised?
Maybe you should try one of my new patented fire rounds.
I'm a fishman. I don't catch fire.
Maybe you don't.
But the booze does.
But alcohol does.
Mm-hmm.
Special attack! Exploding star!
The way they shout their attacks. Very effective.
Yeah!
They'll believe me.
And they're the boy who cried wolf, you sweet, sweet soul. I mean, I don't, as much as like Arlong's very, very frightening, I do feel like maybe his great Fishman revolution overthrowing all humans and persecuting them is kind of dampened by the fact that two humans defeated his entire army. Like, two brilliant humans, but yes. Luffy, what's the plan? When are the Marines going to show their stupid faces? So Kobe, you didn't have a stupid face.
Your devil feet.
No. But you made our navigator cry.
He actually cares about his crew. You'd be nothing without her.
You'd be nothing without her. But I can destroy everything you've built.
Yep. Thanks for helping. Luffy's face.
You don't ever badmouth on me.
Now you've done it.
You yell out your moves before you go. You fit right in on this team.
All great fighters call out their finishing moves. Yeah, you're gonna fit in just fine.
That's what I said. Fuck. Rubber doesn't get crushed, right? I'm getting emotional about how freaking concerned they all are right now, thinking he's gone. Never ever count Luffy out. He did exactly what he said he'd do.
Nami! You are our friend!
Yeah.
We are your crew!
He means that in every core of his being. I'm happy. Stressed that the Marines are gonna come and ruin everything, but happy. And she's with her people. And they know everything she sacrificed for them. They won't hate her anymore.
Could be talked into offering some private lessons.
Nice try.
Yeah, you ruin everything.
Even with your cooking. It's the least you
They're
can do,
besties.
considering I saved your ass from this.
Run, hide. Oh my god. Yep. Thing is, okay, admittedly, three of them did break out of a marine base and steal something, so technically they have done something wrong. But other than that, they've not actually done anything piratey other than say they're pirates.
You have your orders, Cadet.
Toby,
No.
you know what's right, and the Marines aren't.
What did you say?
I said no, sir. I disagree with those orders, sir.
You were right about him.
Me too.
Yes, you go! Nepo baby, coming good.
Every opportunity to follow my path.
And he followed his
I'm a
own.
respected Marine.
I've always been a pirate.
He truly has.
Last chance. Then show me what you've got.
You're gonna fight your own grandson? Yes, there is something supernatural about this man. Is he also eating a fruit of devilness?
This is what you wanted, right? To be a pirate. Well, I'll show you what
I'm
Marines
sorry,
do to
Luffy.
pirates.
I don't want to fight you, Grandpa.
Your family should never do
Fighting
this
your
to
entire
you.
life.
I wonder why that is. I mean, if when Luffy talks about wanting to be a pirate, if he was saying, I want to pillage and plunder and take prisoners and murder people, then I can understand being like, fuck, something, we gotta do something. But if he says, I want to be a pirate and I'm going to be good and I'm going to sail the seas and I'm going to help people, then you're like, oh, you're just kind of like a nice sailor man. Like, you know, like he's not an evil pirate. Like, there is no reason for him to be this way. And no kid should have to fight every step of the way to be themselves. Poor boy. Are his crew gonna help? Can they? Luffy never gives up. Luffy! Imagine doing that to your own grandchild. Instigating this entire situation.
But I'm never giving up on my dream.
Is that so?
I'm going to the Grand Line.
Just leave your grandson alone.
And I will find the One Piece.
Like, if you think he's a pirate or whatever, arrest him and lock him up. Like, you just stop attacking him and instigating a fight when you have them at gunpoint. Ha 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 ha. Is that his father?
Have it your way. Lower your weapons!
I'm very confused. I still don't like the man.
I knew I'd never be able to change your mind.
Then why did you
You're
beat him?
stubborn. I just needed to make sure you knew it too.
Fuck off. There are other ways.
You were testing me.
You're on your own now.
No, he's not.
No, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I have my friends.
Mm-hmm.
I did it, Mom.
I wasn't expecting the abrupt change of opinion. I mean, he's never been particularly crazy about hunting Luffy down. Just likes to assault him whenever he gets the chance.
You want it, right?
We didn't see Arlong's body, so I am concerned he's going to appear out of the bushes at any moment.
I hope you'd be proud of me.
Oh, she definitely is.
But worth it.
It's like little girls, they paint
Thank
on
you.
each other's skin.
No matter how far you go,
Always have a home.
you will always have a place here to return to. This will always be your home.
Yep.
You
Yep.
did it. Finally got your face on a wanted poster.
Bless him.
Whoa! Whoa!
That is-
That's a lot of berry! It's the highest bounty in the East Blue.
What? Like, why? I mean, I know why, because, you know, people want to get him or whatever, but, like, he's technically not done any damage.
You're a wanted man now.
Two boys achieving their dreams.
Be a good Marine.
Be a good pirate.
Exactly, both of you. There are good Marines and bad Marines, good pirates and bad pirates. You both be one of the good ones. I believe in you.
This is going to make things much harder.
Yes.
With that price on your head, every bounty
Mm-hmm.
hunter in the East Blue will be gunning for you.
Mm-hmm.
Not just Luffy, they're gonna be good.
I love how proud everyone is over a wanted poster. Because in reality, it's just going to cause so much stress, but it's everything he's ever wanted.
I'll kill the little shit myself.
If you don't, I will.
Oh great, are all the people that he crossed this season gonna appear and band together? Like, soon they'll get the butler on board, like...
My training methods have been called the worst kind of punishment.
See, I'm particularly proud of Nepo Baby because he, like... I'm also obviously proud of Kobe, but like Kobe, I never doubted that he would. I worried that they might take his character down a path where he like lost himself to the Marines, but I was like, if he stays true to himself, he's gonna do just fine. He's gonna be a good Marine. Who knows where his future is? Nepo Baby Boy didn't necessarily have the same inbuilt morals.
Luffy,
Yeah.
you really did it. No way. It's Luffy.
Mhm.
He's a pirate. Up, you somber old son of a gun. Drink with us.
I suppose a drink.
This is also strange and I love it.
To celebrate.
It's a little piece of home to take with you in our journey.
And I can whip up tangerine tarts anytime you want.
Oh, that's so lovely. Like, I don't know how practical it is. I'm sure at some point they're gonna get damaged or destroyed, but it's just such a beautiful idea. And it shows that
It's perfect.
they value her and he's making this place home. And they're all a crew together.
We actually have something for you too.
I'm so happy.
Set the main.
The flag. Yay. I'm so happy. You just want to watch his expression, don't you? A little good at Christmas. And he was there for many days.
I'm gonna be king of the pirates.
Oh, their baby self saying it.
I'm gonna be the world's
I'm gonna draw a map of the world.
She's got her own dream now. I'm so happy.
I am gonna become a brave warrior of the sea.
Yes, you are.
Nothing's gonna stand in our way.
Bit much. That wasn't very friendly. Okay, that was such a brilliant finale. It was just this show through and through. Something I felt throughout and I've commented on several times is that I really feel like with this adaptation, you would, even if you'd never heard of One Piece before, if you had ever seen any anime, you'd be like, this feels quite anime-like. And I love that they've captured that essence within the show because it still feels like a live action show. It doesn't feel like a weird kind of, I don't know, anime, people doing weird anime things. Like, it's within the vibe of the show. You just go with it. Like, if in the very first episode Luffy had done his dramatic, like, I swear that I will help you, I swear that I will help you, I swear that I will help you, like 3 times, you would have been a bit like, that's kind of weird. But when you're in the show, you're like, yeah, that's Luffy. And someone on Patreon pointed out to me that it's swearing to Nami swearing to himself and swearing to the world, which is especially amazing to think about. But just everything about it, the essence, it feels like an anime brought to life. Now, I have not seen the original One Piece anime, but I have seen a few others. Now the characters are fantastic. Luffy, he causes me stress at times with his sweet idioticness. It's not really even idioticness. It's kind of a self-belief that leads him to think he could just deal with any situation. And of course, he pretty much has the majority of the time succeeded in that. But it's stressful on this side of it to be like, the odds are not in your favor, sir. But he is just infectious, and his belief in other people is inspiring. And it's particularly inspiring because he wants other people to be the best versions of themselves, and he wants everybody to get to achieve their dream. And if anybody is not a good person, if anybody tries to hurt another person, he absolutely looks on them with scorn and distaste, and they are lesser as a result. And I think believing in everybody, wanting everybody to be the best possible version of themselves, and holding them to account when they're not that is everything. He is proof that there is a pirate who's a good pirate and a bad pirate. Now, I mean, being a pirate technically means like stealing stuff, pillaging. It doesn't, I suppose, have to mean like you murder every crew you come across. You probably could, you know, go up to a merchant ship, take all their goods and leave them alive. Like, there are probably ways that you could do it that are a lesser bad pirate than like murdering every ship you come across or whatever. But technically speaking, being a pirate does mean doing unethical things. Like, I suppose you could only rob from like ships with like dodgy East India Company-esque type ships, you know, like dodgy ships, but still. I feel like in a way, when Luffy's a pirate, he's kind of just like a sailor who helps people. I don't know. But regardless, I've loved watching him achieve his dream and him showing that you can have all of the things he's dreamt of, the freedom, the sea, the crew, and you don't have to be evil. And he truly respects his crew. And when Fishman was like, oh, you know, Arlong was like, oh, wouldn't, like, do you think you could have used Nami as well as I used her? Luffy was just so disgusted because she is not a person to be used. I truly believe if they met a fish person who wanted to join their crew, Luffy would let them in the crew and would offer them the chance to achieve their dream as well. Like, Luffy, I do not think is discriminatory in any way, shape, or form unless you're a bad person, and that is the only type of person to discriminate against are bad people. So I loved the way throughout this episode, Luffy kept reaffirming to Nami that she was wanted, that she was accepted, that she was part of this crew and this family, that they weren't going to be like, well, you know, yeah, you had a reason, but you betrayed us, so we don't like you, or actually we're going to use you. He truly made sure she felt valued. Whether that was letting her keep the straw hat on his head the whole time, promising to fight for her, standing up to her to Arlong, and making a point of standing up to her to Arlong, not even just kind of like, let's just get to the fight, making a point of defending her and saying how wrong Arlong was, to bringing the tangerines, right, nectarines, whatever, onto the ship with them. Just, it was such a brilliant done of someone who understands where Nami's head will be at and just his real attempts to make sure she does not lose herself to those dark thoughts. And I really think that Nami as a character, I'm so happy we got her backstory, and I'm so happy we solved it all, and everything's just going to be, I mean, everything's not going to be sunshine and roses from here on out because it's media and people's lives are not just sunshine and roses. But if you know what, like, she knows that she has made peace with her village, that even if she falls on a mission, people of Cocoa Village will not think, God, Nami, that ungrateful bitch, what a traitor she was. They will think, oh my God, how could we possibly let this child sacrifice so much for us? How did we not see that she was doing this? How did we let her do that? How did we not save her from the torment she's been through? Because the idea of a kid going through what she went through to try and help me would break my soul, with love for them and with shame that I didn't help them and with pain that I couldn't protect them from it. Like, that village will always love her, as they should. And her sister loves her. Like, obviously, Nami's not going to die and she's going to live a very long and happy life and get to go back to Cocoa Village many, many times. But hypothetically, when she's in dire situations in the future, there will be that little bit of solace in her heart that she saved Cocoa Village, that is, she did her task, she saved them, she saved her mother. All those years of suffering and being hated were worthwhile because they ultimately meant that she saved her village. So going forward, her heart will be at peace. So much so that she finally actually articulated what her dream is, which is to map the whole world. I think Usopp can become a brave warrior. I don't think there's anything wrong with having a healthy bit of self-preservation in a fight that you're going to lose. But he showed in this episode that when push comes to shove, he can fight. He can defend himself. He just has a very healthy dose of fear. I would not... Like, if I met Luffy and he invited me on his crew, I might go. I mean, I probably wouldn't. I'm a coward. But, like, if I went, I would be like, you know, moral support on the crew. Like, I would not be helpful in the fights, and I like to think that they'd be okay with that. Usopp's main issue is that he likes to tell everyone he's a great fighter and then he gets scared easily, but I think he has potential and he will grow. I hope we find the magical Chef Island, and I do believe Zoro will be able to become the greatest swordsman, although, again, like, I feel like it's the kind of title that just... that you can never fully know if you're the greatest swordsman ever, and also, like, if there are people with, like, supernatural-esque powers, you're never going to beat them unless you also get supernatural-esque powers. I don't know, but I believe in Zoro. I believed in him a little bit too soon this season that he could achieve that title, but I still believe in him the whole way. And Luffy is a delight, Zoro is a delight, Nami is a delight. Like, the three of them and their bond truly shine, and, like, they are my favourite part of the show together. I don't dislike Usopp or Sanjay. I think as the season progressed, like in these last couple of episodes, I was really starting to feel like they had a place on the crew. Like, not that they didn't, but like they were starting to sort of make me go, oh, with all of them, rather than just the core three and then the new arrivals. And I think that will be made even more so when we go into season 2, and, like, it is just a season where they are the crew. Because I don't dislike them, I just feel like I'd grown attached to my tiny crew. And then Usopp was a little bit annoying at first with, like, his assistants on, like, I should be called the captain. And it's like, yeah, but you're joining somebody else's crew, why will they call you captain? Like, Nami's gonna be captain next. Like, you know, that kind of annoyed me. And then, like, his boasting kind of annoyed me when, like, he hadn't backed it up. But I think he's the kind of character that you need to spend some time with, get used to him, let him get used to his surroundings. And I never disliked him. I just always was kind of like, you're not my core crew. He could win me around still, you know. I feel like I relate to him in a lot of ways, and that is helping. And then Sanjay, I like his little rivalry, best friendship that he's getting on with Zoro. That's great. He could cook for me. I mean, I don't like seafood, but other than that, he could cook for me anytime he wanted. I am also quite a particular eater. It's fine, he could cook for me whenever he wanted. He's a little bit sleazy with women. I don't love that aspect to him, but otherwise I think he is going to be, like, a good kind of friendship for Zoro and just a good crew member all around. And he truly grew, he cared about this crew very quickly, and that is something that I respect as well. Somebody that is willing to open their heart to new people and to people that they, and let them in and truly care about them. The fights were fantastic, the choreography, absolutely beautiful. Luffy realizing he couldn't beat Arlong one-on-one, but still destroying Arlong in the process. Now, we didn't see Arlong's fish body dying, so I have to believe he is alive, out there, and coming for Luffy. I have a weird feeling we're going to end up with, like, Arlong and the Evil Lady and Buggy and Butler, like, all these people that Luffy defeated, teaming up somehow to try and get him and to stop him because they want revenge. Even though technically he ultimately, I mean, yes, he chopped Buggy's head off, but he then brought him back to the body. So, like, technically that's an equals. I don't know why they put the head back on the body. I really don't. Like, ship one half of him to one marine base, the other half of him to the other marine base with a note. Like, that is what he deserves. He murdered people and took their home. Like, he was not a redeemable pirate. He's Jeff Ward, so I kind of love him. But, like, what were they thinking? And then obviously the bounty is going to really complicate things because literally everybody is going to be coming after them because that is a huge bounty. But I loved how happy Luffy was, and then Shanks was really happy. Like, it was just, Shanks still out there. I mean, I wasn't ever sure if he was alive or dead. I like, and he knows the weird swordsman dude, Mohawk or something. I don't know if his name's Mohawk, but it was like that. They know each other quite well, enough that he's like discussed Luffy in the past. Um, so it's just, and Shanks is out there. He went off to try and find the One Piece. Can Luffy reunite with him? Where is he? Like, it's just very interesting. And a huge turn of events was old Grandpa Marine beating Luffy and then being like, ha 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 ha, go have a pirate, go be a good pirate, just testing you. Very messed up. I don't like him still. I that's not how you treat a grandchild or anybody. That's not how you train. If I was Kobe and Nepo Baby, I don't know his name, and I feel like Nepo Baby is slightly kinder than a weird hair guy. I don't think I'd want him to train me, given how he clearly trained Luffy. But yeah, it was good that he is letting Luffy go. Probably looking and thinking that he's both surviving this impossible situation and doing good along the way. Like, I would let him go as well. Um, Kobe, a small part of me wanted him to realize the Marines sucked and join the crew, but I think I actually like that they're kind of framing it as like both, like, be a good Marine, be a good pirate. Like, there are good and bad in both sides. I think it kind of helps younger people watching this, maybe like kids, I don't know, to see that like it's not black and white, that there are good and bad in both sides. And with any organization, with any group, you should make sure that you are in the right part of it, and you should trust your instincts, and you should kind of be aware that just because something has the same stated aim as the thing you believe in doesn't necessarily mean that they're all good. I don't know, I'm getting deep, but you know what I mean. Fantastic. Luffy is everything. The way he enjoys life and the way he fiercely is protective of his crew, absolutely adore. I love found family dynamics, and just, we're on to a great one here. A reminder that you can find all of these reactions unedited on my Patreon, and thank you so much for watching.